Google Earth VR is absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, my favourite VR experience I've ever had. It's not a game, but being able to virtually visit anywhere on the globe in full 1-to-1 scale 3D gives me chills in the same way that virtually visiting Zora's Domain or the peaks of Skyrim do. It's mind-blowing. Now, again, Google Earth VR isn't a game. It's a piece of software, and that's not the kind of thing that we normally cover on the channel, but VR is this video game kind of thing, and it ends up involving all kinds of media software and media in all of its forms. So I think it's worth looking at because, as I say, it's my favourite piece of VR content that I've ever used. In a nutshell, Google Earth VR, it's Google Earth. You've used it. It's the globe. You can visit anywhere in the globe. Over time, Google have managed to 3D scan cities all over the world using drones and high-quality satellite photos. So, you can visit London, you can visit New York, you can visit tiny cities, you can visit Stoke, you can visit Derby, and it's all mapped in 3D. It's really impressive, and you can access it on your computer, on your phone. It's always really impressive. In VR, when it's 3D, and you can just grab the globe and just spin it around with your hands, when you can grab the sun out of the air and just move its position in the sky to make it morning or evening, it's unbelievable. This is all to scale, so you can fly around. I can be above Hong Kong, I'm flying through the air, I'm just seeing all the skyscrapers, seeing all the mountains, but then I can zoom right down to street level, or I could zoom right down and stand on the top of a skyscraper and just look over the edge, and everything is 1-to-1 scale. It's unbelievable. The first time I tried it, I just came away and my legs were trembling. It's so cool. I'm trying not to be too over the top, but it's literally been an emotional experience sometimes. I've visited places in the world that I kind of visited as a child, or that I've been to throughout my life, and they've got significant meaning to my life, and I can be there. It's literally like you're there. I've got to stop using the word literally because it doesn't really work for VR. It's virtually like you're there. Holidays from my childhood, old family homes, just all these places. I went and stood in the school field of my old school, and I can't do that anymore because you can't just walk into a school. But I spent my formative years there. It's an important kind of location, and it's just really strange to be able to visit these places again. Now, the caveat is that when you zoom in to absolute street level, it all looks a bit Sega Saturn because obviously the scanning and the satellite photos, they only go so far, and when you get down close, all the 3D models, they're not made by hand, it's done by kind of drone data. So cars will look just like blobs, and trees can sometimes look a bit PS1. But you only have to be, meters above that for it to look completely fine. So as long as you can kind of, that that's the case going forward, it's just the sizes of things are exactly right. Just to give it a real obvious example, last night I went to the Colosseum in Rome, in Google Earth, not in real life, and just flew down, stood inside it. It all looks a bit wonky, a bit square and stuff, but I've been to the Colosseum in Rome, and it's the distances are correct, the size is correct. I could see across the Colosseum. It's just right. It's unbelievable. So in this footage, you'll see me visit Tokyo, which I've been to numerous times. Just crazy to see it from the sky. I've just stood on the very tip of the Tokyo Skytree, the very, very top tip, which I'm assuming people cannot stand on, and just walk to the very edge and just stand on the edge and look down kind of made my stomach drop a little bit. Visit New York, done the same thing with the Empire State Building, obviously, just stand on the top, walk around, walk to the very edge. Terrifying. You'll see me visiting numerous boring places from the UK, but again, I say they're boring. They're not boring when you're flying through the sky over the top of the cities. I'd urge you, if you know anybody with a Vive or an Oculus Rift, you need to try this out. It's a free download. You need to get them to download it. You need to go around. You need to insist. It's transformative. It's super cool, and I can't wait for them for Google to carry on mapping the rest of the world, because there are places where you'll go into the countryside and it's a flat texture on just the ground map. So not universally useful, But I'll leave you with 2 practical examples of how I've actually used it. And they're fun practical examples, you know, it's not like I'm not using it for work or something. But number 1, I'm about to move house. So we've been house shopping or house hunting for the past year. And you know, we get on Rightmove or whatever, we find a house we want to visit, we put in the appointment, we're going to go and see this house. I just pop over on Google Earth VR before we've gone, and I can see the plot, I can hover above the house, see how big the garden is, see what's around it, see what's behind the garden, all things that you can't see from the estate agent's photos. I'm just looking around the outside of the house. Obviously can't go in, I can't see it in full detail, but yeah, I'm seeing everything that's around there. I'm seeing the neighbours, I'm seeing how big the street is. It's really cool, and it was dead useful. And then I'm about to go away for a trip with work to the States. We've been looking for hotels. I've had to book like 10 hotels. I'm just visiting all those places. I'm going, yeah, I found this hotel. Yeah, it looks all right from the booking.com page. I'm visiting it. I'm stood on the hotel roof looking around, seeing what's nearby, seeing if it's right next to a casino or something. It's amazing. So yeah, I'm getting very excited, which I often do when I'm talking about VR, and I don't want to sound like I'm over the top. This is just a free piece of software. It's the same Google Earth you can access on your computer. If you haven't got a VR headset, just play with Google Earth as well. It's proper cool, but there is something different. It's that one-to-one scale thing that VR does so well. It's the best thing about it, and yeah, it's just super exciting, and I love it. It gives me the chills. It's as I say, it's been emotional, and it's just fun. My longest stretches of being in VR have been with Google Earth VR, because the time just melds away. I spent 4 hours in one go, just flying around the globe. I went to Africa, I went to Australia, I went to Asia. It's cool. It's my favourite thing. So sorry it's not a video game. We do cover video games, but I think it's worth talking about. Thanks again for watching. I'm going to try and do more VR content because it's really fun, and it's new and it's exciting, and I hope you like it too. If you do, give this video a like, let me know that you're enjoying it, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Bye!